Hi, everyone. I'm Mark Melling, so I'm the head of video for Europe. Also, I'm head of our video production studios here in London, producing for a lot of our great brands like Huffington Post UK, the Build London series, and partner studios, just to name a few. Today, we're launching some really exciting new short-form video research. I'm going to give you a link at the end. I'll be covering some of the points again during this presentation, bookended by some of our thoughts from our studios around where we see the industry going and where to go next, and an example of something exciting that we've really done with one of our partners, Cadbury's. So first, to explain the title of the presentation, This Time Next Year. So this is an allusion to one of the best television programs ever produced, Only Fools and Horses. The idea being, this time next year, we'll all be millionaires. And for anyone who's worked in the industry, the video industry, as long as I have, you kind of feel like Del Boy. You're saying this every time during budgeting season, right? This time next year, we'll all be millionaires. If we get this video strategy right this year, we'll all be millionaires. And I'm not sure about you, but you're probably similar to me. I'm still presenting at IAB conferences, so haven't hit that moniker of millionaire yet. But I think we've all had really great successes, but we can still probably all agree we're not exactly where we want to be yet. So that's why I love the title of this conference this year. Last year it was the 500 million pound question, I believe it was, and that's kind of an example, right? This time next year we'll all be millionaires. Well, we're going to make 500 million pounds. It's a good promise, but I like the title this year because the only way we're going to get there is that we have to think differently, and I think that's what the intention was there. Am I correct? Yeah, and that's exciting. And an example of someone, a company that I think have thought differently in order to get where they are is these guys. Not the royal family, although they do think differently. But I actually mean Netflix. So if you think about that company, they're amazing. They used to send DVDs to my house growing up in rural Canada. That was really exciting. But now they're producing $100 million budget movies, films, series out of the UK. Right? That's exciting. But you think about it, it was only 3 years ago, they launched their first piece of original content. So from that to here, and that span, is really exciting in that they're breaking down barriers. So, a lot of the clamor that came out when they first launched House of Cards was, can they really do it? Is this really happening? We don't even think about that anymore. They've broken down barriers to that extent where anybody can play in this space. They've broken down barriers for us, right? AOL as a company. Out of our London studios alone, we've produced over 900 pieces of high-quality content this year. We've set free 100 live episodes out of our studios. We've reached millions of people. We've had hundreds of millions of views. We've been able to do great stuff, docuseries like we've done with Power Shift with Sophie Turner. We've done social video, like we did here with Boys Don't Cry. We reached over 4.2 million people with this video. We had Jamie Oliver doing a Facebook Live with us. We've had a launch of our own live series that's actually going on right now, so I have to rush back after this. The Build London series, bringing celebrities closest to their biggest fans. We've launched a female-first video brand in Makers UK, sponsored by Paco Rabanne. We're creating content for brand themselves, like we did here with Drive Society for Shell. We let Jeremy Corbyn take over our Snapchat account. That was interesting. We covered London Fashion Week through 360 video, doing tons of 360. And last but not least, we've won an Emmy. Steve Buscemi's Park Bench, I know what you're thinking, it wasn't for best makeup. It was actually for a best digital series, so where you'd want to be. But that just shows you how greatly the barriers have been knocked down, right? AOL is now winning Emmy Awards. So I'm going to get into the research a little bit here. As I said, it's actually dropping right now as I speak. Wait, I think I just heard it drop. And you're going to be able to check it out. I'm not going to take you through the whole thing. You're welcome. But what I am going to do is I'm going to take you through some of the points that my team found very exciting, very interesting, and are driving us to think differently. So we're going to start off with how people are consuming our media. So we surveyed over 1,000 people here in the UK, all online video users, to see how they were consuming, sharing, and engaging with this type of content. So first off is the good news, that short-form video appetite is not abating, in fact increasing, which is fantastic, very exciting, but I don't actually get as excited about the stuff over on the left here, that 63% of millennials, 69% of millennials are viewing more than they did last year. I'm kind of excited about up here on the right, the 55 pluses, the 45. So those users are now engaging more and more in online video. These are amazing target markets for us, right? And this is now happening in this space. That's what's exciting about it. Even more exciting is the time spent. 15 minutes for 45 pluses, right? 2 sessions a day. That's 30 minutes a day where we can reach these audiences through short-form online video. And why are they coming to this medium? The research is telling us that it's because they think short-form video caters to their interests more than long-form and television does. In fact, only 21% of people disagree with that. Twice as many people say that that's true. And it kind of makes sense when you think about it. If you're creating one piece of content, 60 minutes on one subject for one audience, my team can create, I'm not going to ask them to, by the way, if anyone's here, 30 pieces, right, of 2 minutes on a variety of subjects for a variety of audiences. So after they watch that video, they love it. What are they doing with it? How are they sharing it? Are they sharing it? The first is the why. Why would they share it? So the biggest piece that I love about this is that people are saying that quality really matters. In fact, they wouldn't share a piece unless if it was a significant high quality. Take that a step further, it makes sense when they say, actually, 38% of them say, actually, the content that I share, the video content that I share, says a lot about me personally. So it's their brand that they're sharing. This correlation starts to make sense. And the most exciting chart, and I don't know, it doesn't look exciting, is this one right here. Is there anything that sticks out on this chart for you? For me, it's this. That the younger millennials are more similar in their sharing behaviors than the oldest demographic, right? And the 55 pluses are the same. It's actually, my generation, a lot of us in here, are the overshares, right? We'll share anything, right? The older generation's like, I don't understand why they put everything out there, and the youngers are going, man, I can't understand why my mom puts everything out there. It's our generation that was around when social started, right? So you might say, so what? So what is that this is how you create content when you're targeting different demographics. Don't expect the youngest millennials. And why are we grouping these millennials together anyways? I know a lot of 32-year-olds, and they're a lot different than the 19-year-olds. I mean, I tell you, I don't mean a lot of 19-year-olds. But why are they grouped together when it's actually the middle bit that are more similar? Here's the opportunity for us, brands, how to engage them. So on the back of all this research, what are we thinking, right? What are we thinking as brands? Again, I'm going to start off with the good news here. Only 14% of people disagree with this statement. They understand the value exchange that's happening here. They understand that they need to consume advertising in order to get content for free, right? That's fantastic. Right? It kind of aligns with a lot of the numbers out there for ad blocking, right? There's a lot of agreement here, 54% that say, I get that. And the heavier the users, and the lower they're skewing, you get 62%. So you get even more agreement, even more understanding of what the value exchange proposition is. The fact that 42% prefer for brands to be within the content than in front of it was also very surprising for us. 42% saying so. Only 29% disagreeing with that statement. So that leads us to think that's a huge opportunity for branded, right? Huge opportunity for brand integration, a huge opportunity for brand storytelling. Because we all want to get here, right? So that's where we're going to park the research, right? We all want to be millionaires. But what currency are we trading on in this space when we're creating online video, right? So there's a great quote by Stephen Hall, who's the editor-in-chief of the Huffington Post UK, and he says that emotion is the currency of the internet. Emotion is the currency of the internet. That kind of brings a new perspective to this statement, doesn't it? Where we want to get to, right? So when you think about emotion as the currency, how are you investing in that currency? Because we all want to get here, right? We all want to get here. Not just at Christmas, every time we create something. But you might say, well, yeah, but that's a TV ad. Okay, so how many people have seen this TV ad? Yeah. Keep your hand up if the first time you saw it was online. Got him. TV ad. It's branded content. And what are they playing on? They're trading with you on emotion. It's amazing. I won't even ask if anyone's actually even seen this on TV yet. 4 or 5 people. Hey, there you go. So I'm going to give you an example of something that our team has done where we're using the same principles. So a beloved brand, Cadbury Buttons, came to us with a challenge. The brief is to inspire parents to create and celebrate moments of shared joy, right? Emotion, that's what they wanted out of us. So we created an amazing execution with their creative agency, Fallon. So it was the world's first ever personalized 360 VR video experience. I'm not going to, it's a video conference, I'm going to show you the video.
Our campaign is all about shared moments of joy, and we know nowadays like all the parents have so many pictures of their kids on their phones, but actually you don't print a lot of scrapbooks anymore. We're really happy to launch now Memory Lane. This is the perfect tool to capture all those precious moments and showcase them in a beautiful environment.
Here we are in sunny Colchester in Trinity Street, where we're shooting a world's first 360 VR experience using some pretty new technology. We're trying to map in dynamic elements into the actual street so a user can come along and put their own memories into our virtual memory lane.
It's a world first, which is obviously incredibly exciting, and it's one that we believe will really emotionally connect with our audience. So we're using 100 influencers and vloggers from Channel Mom to promote Memory Lane, but along with that we have a media partnership across Huffington Post, so we've got sponsorship of their Family Time channel, all of which is driving through to Memory Lane URL, along with editorial and videos, which are very much activities that inspire more shared moments of joy and obviously align very much with the tool itself.
Great. So how did we do? We smashed it. In terms of UVs, in terms of clicks, engagement, views, views to content, we absolutely hit every metric that we wanted. Because we were trading on emotion, right? We were delighted, our clients were delighted, and most importantly, our consumers were delighted. So some key takeaways that I want to leave you with here today is first, the barriers of entry have lowered, and that's incredibly exciting for anyone in this space. 2, short-form video continues to grow and caters to our users' interests more than ever before. 3, quality plays a huge factor in this space, especially in relation to sharing, and there are differences between the behaviors of demographics. 4, innovation is a huge brand opportunity. Not later, right here, right now, this is happening. And 5, emotion is the currency of the internet, and you have to think about how your brand is investing in that currency. Thank you.